Audio Jungle.
Also about having more and more come out and to really try to take California back, because right now, regardless if you're a Republican, Democrat, or Independent, or a Libertarian, our living conditions are bad here. We have the highest poverty rate. We have the highest unemployment rate. We're growing with homeless, and we need to bring our jobs back. So we really need to hit those issues with a lot of other people who are a different party in ours and just say, aren't you sick and tired of our taxes going up? Don't you want the jobs? And we have to, and that's what our president wants to do. He wants to bring the jobs back. He wants to bring the labor force back. And that's why we need all the help that we can. So that was one of the big key issues that I took away from Steve Bannon last night.
Nahom, who's running for state senate, called defunding the police a dangerous move.
We've been here before in the 70s and the 80s where you couldn't take the train because you were definitely going to either get mugged or something bad was going to happen. I've been mugged on the train, so I know this.
She proposes that there are better ways to handle police reforms, like more community involvement and building better relationships between residents and police. Melina Weiskup, NTV News.
Sense and safety and security for the community. Look at this. Mr. Liu, you're in big trouble, my friend. Looks like your people have just seen the light, and they are not going to support you. They will support me, because I will fight for you, for my community, not you. You are disgusting, Mr. Liu, and we are going to get you out. Look at that. Thank you. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. All right, Pete. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. NYPD. 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 Yeah, sure. So I'm a New Yorker, born and raised. I grew up in, I was born in Long Island City, Queens, and I grew up in Flushing my whole life. So I'm a Flushing girl, born and raised. And Flushing is right about 20 minutes out of the city, but it's the suburban area.
Henry live coming out of you from New York City, a warm New York City. I'm here with a great panel of guests and a special guest. I have Alyssa Nahom. I hope I'm saying your name right, Alyssa. You can always correct me if I'm not saying it right. She's a Republican candidate running on New York State Senate, District 11 here in New York. We have on the 23rd of June, we have our primary, and it's going to be very interesting because right now there's so much happening right now, between what's happening in our country, between what happened with the unfortunate death of George Floyd, protests, riots. And just wanted to talk a little bit in my intro on our guest. She is running against John Liu. He's an incumbent Democrat with 334,000 people in her district. And the last time a Republican ran in that district, the person lost. The incumbent won with 53% of the vote, compared to 24.3% of the vote. And right now, the demographics here is 55% Democrat, 17.2% Republican, 23.9% non-party affiliate. And the demographics is 38% white, 3% African-American, 16% Hispanic, 39% Asian, which you're gonna find that very interesting, guys. In New York, you don't have a lot of districts that have such a high Asian population, which they're great folks. Nahom for coming on in her busy schedule to say she's a Republican. And look at there, she did interviews with me, which is great. We have done interviews together. We have been in this fight here in New York. And she is one that she's dedicated, that she wants to go strong and running in this district. Alyssa, welcome today with my panel of guests. They will introduce themselves in a little bit. Alyssa, you want to give an introduction and say, why are you running for New York State Senate?
Well, first, I want to thank you for having me on the show. I really appreciate it.
Fiscal responsibility. He has strong, immigration reform ideas. So give me a second. Why don't you talk about
in Anaheim at the Marriott.
in beautiful Southern California, and today is day 2 of the GOP California Convention. And you know, and let's bring on Ida.
Awesome.
Oh, here you go. Okay, well they can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so all right, so ask away questions. You know, just to let you know, my name is Edwin Duterte. I'm running for CD 43 in California against Maxine Waters, and this is Aja.